Hey guys, welcome back to my life. So today I'm going to give information on the ICC World Cup. So yesterday we saw India Pakistan game where India defeated Pakistan comprehensively by 61 runs. It was a good win, but we yet need to talk a bit on Indian and Pakistani point of views. So India are relying on individual brilliance with the bat as well as with the ball. So Ishan Kishan started it with the bat yesterday. After Ishan Kishan, the middle order, Tilak Varma played a little slow. The surface was also playing differently when Tilak came in. Surya also played slowly. Once the big hitters came in, there was so much pressure on Hardik that he had to go from ball one in the 14th over because they were looking at 200 on the pitch. That was maybe for 170, 180, but it was playing differently in the first innings, slow and low and turning more. In the first innings and the second innings, there was 1.4 degrees turn in the first innings, and there was half the amount of turn in the second innings. So India had the tough time batting first. Then they got to 175 with the brilliance of Dubey and Rinku in the end. Three batters did well. Rinku, Ishan at the top, and then Dubey. So we're getting innings, small cameos from players after beginnings from Ishan. We've seen this in the last three games, which may put you in a bit of trouble in a big tournament like this, in a semi final or final, where you keep losing wickets and the pressure keeps going on to the sorry lower batters. Abhishek Sharma, there were few dot balls bowled by Aga to Abhishek Sharma. He needs to learn to control the way he plays. He cannot look for the big shots all the time. Yes, it's his nature, but on a slow, low turning wicket, he needs to take his time because Shaheen Shah Afridi came from the other end and he bowled the first ball was a loosener. He's not bowling, he's not in good form due to his knee injury that he suffered in the BBL. After that, he's not recovered properly. We saw Shaheen Shah Afridi having heavy strapping on his knee yesterday when he was bowling as well. And when he put in a dive to save the boundary, we saw the physios run in to tape it up again for him and increase some strapping on his knee. So he had a fall in the BBL where he had injured his knee again. And sorry again. And it had not yet recovered completely. So I don't know why do they play him when he's half fit. We've seen this in the 2022 World Cup in Australia. He went out in the finals in Australia versus England, and from there they lost the game. Um, Shine isn't the Shine Shah Afridi that we saw 5 years ago in Dubai in the first World Cup that he played under Baba Azam, and he was taking wickets at that time with the new ball, with the old ball. But now I think he's been figured out by the batters, and they've understood what kind of balls do they need to play, how cautiously do they have to play him in few conditions. But due to his injury, he's not bowling the stop ball, wicket ball too much. And Sam Ayub, he is more of a spinner than a batter. When he came in as a debut in his first few years, he was a brilliant batter, scored hundreds almost for fun. Then in South Africa, he had a major ankle injury. After that, come back in Test match also, he's not in good form. He's been benched many a times in ODI cricket also he's been benched many a times. In T20 cricket, since the time he's come back in T20 cricket, the bat hasn't done the talking. He is more of a bowler who can bat in the top order, but he only if it's his day he can score many runs. If it is not his day, he can't help with the bat. But he's brilliant as a bowler right now. He comes in the power play, takes wickets. Salman Ali Aga, he looked a little unsure yesterday. He bowled the first over brilliantly, 1 for 1. He had India under pressure. He had India under pressure. He should have got in Sam Ayub from the other end, but he got in Shaheen Shah, Afridi, the faster bowler. After the seventh over as well, when Ishan Kishan was batting, it I felt he should have gone to Tariq, Usman Tariq, who should have bowled to Kishan. He would have had a plan to go with, and he could have got Ishan Kishan out earlier rather than on a 80 or sorry, the 70 odd, and that would have helped them get India out to a lower score because it was Kishan who helped us get to 170. At one stage, it looked like it would go to 200 because the way he was batting. But then after the ball became old, it started breaking a bit, turning a bit. So it was tough to bat after Ishan Kishan's wicket. With the ball, Hardik Pandya to Samzada Farhan. He got the first wicket. Then came in Salman Ali Aga. He charged down to Bumrah. A nothing shot basically and got bowled. Then it was Sam Ayub who got LBW to Jasprit Bumrah after hitting a top edge six. Baba Azam went to Aksar Patel, and Babar is struggling since a very long time in T20s. He had one good World Cup that was 2020 and 2022, you would say, where he reached the semi-finals in one game, in one tournament, sorry. And in the next, he did better and went to the finals in Melbourne. After that, there's been a slight downfall in Babar's career, in T20s especially, and it is also affecting his test game as well. In 2024 also, didn't have a good tournament. Pakistan went out in the league stage, and they may be looking at another end of the campaign in the league stage if Mahibia defeats them. They just have to defeat Namibia to come into the Super 8s, which I think would be more realistic, Pakistan beating Namibia. But we've seen many a times Pakistan lose to teams that they don't play that much. After losing to India in 2022, we saw them lose to Zimbabwe, but somehow they came into the semi-finals and then went on to play the finals against England, which they lost, as I said, due to injuries in their team. Um, I would say they need to make changes. Babar sits on the bench, Shaheen sits on the bench, Naseem Shah comes in, Khwaja Nafi comes in for Babar Azam, Usman Khan did well, Shadab Khan goes to the bench, and Salman Mirza comes in for him. And because Shadab Khan was not good with the ball or with the bat yesterday, and then Australia are also on the brink of an league stage exit. Sorry, league stage exit, and because they've lost to Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe, but they have a good chance to defeat Oman and hope that they can qualify with a net run rate. And but Zimbabwe should qualify because they've defeated Australia but net run rate is very important. If they win by a big net run rate against Oman, then Australia will come through to the Super 8 stage. West Indies defeated Nepal very easily in Wankhede on Sunday as well. I hope you like this video. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.